It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got a showdown in the NFC East. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles on Monday Night Prime Time.
Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. Good to be in the booth with my partner, Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Welcome. And Greg, this is one of those that's worthy of prime time because wide receivers love the spotlight as much as any position group in the league. And we got two guys who shine under the lights here tonight.
And I think where it's going to be really fun and get interesting to watch, Mike, is in those critical situations. The game's on the line, third down, red zone, gotta have it moments. There is no mystery. Both these sidelines, they know exactly where the ball's going, and they're just going to say, I dare you to stop them. These are two prime, elite wide receivers in the National Football League. Night game, prime time, they're looking to put on a show.
We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. And we're underway here in South Philly. This one taken at the 10. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their quarterback. It's Jalen Hurts.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, Mike, right? I mean, think back, whether it was Alabama to Oklahoma to being a Heisman finalist, going from a backup role to MVP candidate. His development has been fun to watch, and now he's universally considered one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the league, and if they want to leave here with a win, they're going to need him to be just that.
First carry for Saquon Barkley, and it's a positive start, a gain of 5 to get things going. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Hurts. And that'll be batted down. And incomplete. Deron Bland. Good coverage, and he gets his hands on that one.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. Kavontae Turpin to return for the Cowboys. Oh, but he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
Sometimes we can make NFL football so complicated, Mike. There's different schemes, the personnel, different approaches to how to play the game. But when it all comes down to it, the best teams in the league, they simply just find a way to win. It might look different week in and week out. It might take 40 passes or it might take 40 runs. It could be a shootout or a slugfest. It doesn't matter. They are comfortable operating in all situations, and man, all you got to do, like Al Davis said, just win, baby.
Here's 2nd and 9. In motion, Lamb. On 2nd down, it's Dak. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Prescott. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. A huge play for Dallas. And even 30 yards.
So you find yourself on the verge of your drive stalling out. And not only do you pick up the first down, Mike, but you get a huge pass completion in the process. Really nice job keeping this opening drive of the game alive as they're really trying to start this game on a high note.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He'll find his tight end. That's Jake Ferguson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. On the carry, it's Williams. He'll get about 2. Nolan Smith makes the tackle. Second down and 8. To throw is Prescott. Pass completed right side to Ferguson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. They'll throw again. Dak. He's got it inside the 5. And he's in. George Pickens. Touchdown, Dallas.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. The kick is good. The Cowboys will take a 7-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Avery Williams on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense ready now for their second drive. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's to the right side, caught by Goddard. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Just a great individual effort, and when you have a guy that can win his one-on-one matchups, now it becomes less about who's blocking him and how do we block him. Expect the offense to make some adjustments because right now, one-on-one, this defender is going to win every time.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and that's going to lead to a 4th down.
I like the fact that they took a shot on 3rd and long, right? A lot of offenses in that situation would be a little bit more conservative playing for the 4th down punt. They're trying to pick up a big chunk play through the air, but now that you can't connect, it all but guarantees you got to punt this ball away as it brings up 4th and a mile.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Cowboys offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Go play action. It's Prescott. Open man down the field. It's Ferguson. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else. And I think both of those things were on display there as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
To play in the NFL, you've got to have a short-term memory because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. And in this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
Second down, Prescott. That's complete, left side to Pickens. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback, but the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
On 3rd down, Prescott. He'll try to run for it. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Here's Williams on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now, Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. So we've played one quarter here on a Monday night. 10-0 is our score. And we're back in Philly in a moment. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. A run up the middle with Barkley. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. To throw is Hurts. That's taken in right side by Goddard. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
And finally, we see this offense find a little bit of life here early in this first half. They've struggled to get anything going early on, but at least this play has them on the move. Now, can they finish this drive and finally put some points on the scoreboard here in the first half?
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Hurts will work here from the pistol. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there.
I'll tell you what, if the offensive lineman had the same level of fight and effort that the quarterback did, they wouldn't be in this situation. It's a shame because that individual effort went a long way towards extending that play, and it still ended up resulting in a sack.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it.
On 4th down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. This will be a 38-yard attempt. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles are on the board. It's now 10-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. They'll return this from the 11. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Cowboys offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. To throw is Dak. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Now Prescott going to make the read and keep it himself. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now a give up the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 26-yard line. That pickup good for 29 yards.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Off-balance throw. It's complete. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
On for the PAT is Aubrey. He gets it to go, and the Cowboys move out in front by the score of 17-3. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 3. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense about ready to take over once more. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Hurts to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
This offense just has no answers, Mike. You'd think after the first couple sacks that they would make some adjustments, but the same result continues to happen. The defense continues to get to the quarterback. The quarterback has no time to push the ball downfield, and this deficit just continues to grow.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Hurts now. Now he'll run.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
3rd and long. Now Hurts. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to take over possession of the football. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Got a man over the middle. It's Pickens. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. It's to the sideline and caught by Pickens. 17 yards as they hook up again and pick up the first.
Throwing with anticipation, it not only requires the confidence in both your accuracy and the timing, but it also forces the receiver to be on time and where the quarterback expects you to be. And this is one of those examples, man. When those two things are on point, it results in a first down.
Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. Into the hands of Pickens. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Prescott again. This pass right side caught by Lamb. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup.
That one, take it in. Touchdown, Dallas. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the 1st half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Aubrey, good with the extra point. The Cowboys extend to a 24-3 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this 1st half. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. Throwing is Hurts. He's going to tuck it and go. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's going to air this one out, looking for Dotson. And that is incomplete. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver there. And that will lead to a second down.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
There's the tight end, Grant Calcaterra.
Really nice job there defensively, playing the integrity of that zone defense so well. Anytime an offense is running these crossing routes or these underneath drag routes, they're trying to cause confusion with the underneath zone defenders. In this case, they all stuck to their reads, they all played their responsibilities, and they're not able to pick up any additional yards after the catch.
And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Here's Braden Mann now. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. To return, it is Turpin. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Here's Dak Prescott and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. And he looks to add to them with another drive here. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. So we reach halftime, and the visiting Cowboys are in front. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our halftime report. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Cowboys offense and Dak Prescott set to take over again. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. First and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now a give on the ground. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Right back to him on 1st down. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
At some point, the offensive line cannot just be dependent on the perfect play call. Somebody has to win. Somebody has to distort the defense and create some space for the running back to run. In this case, nobody could win. Stop for no gain.
That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him and will bring up 3rd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
That's to the left side. He's got Ferguson. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
That one's on target, and it is good from the other side of midfield. One of the longest field goals in NFL history. Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Couldn't take the chance. They're going to return it from the goal line. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Off the play fake, Hurts. Off he goes.
That play had sack written all over it, so that's a great job by the quarterback, not only escaping the initial pressure, even though he doesn't gain a whole lot, he's able to pick up some positive yards for what looked like a disaster in the start.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. A short throw taken in by Goddard. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
Dotson, the man in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. A pass caught by Saquon. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. They send the tight end in motion. On 2nd down, Barkley. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
I'll tell you what, Mike, this is a guy that you do not want to have to tackle in space. I mean, the footwork, the agility, the ability to go side to side and then still have the burst and explosiveness to pick up big yards. I mean, this guy's a handful.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. The All-Pro Micah Parsons there for the stop. Once again, it's Barkley. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Marist Leofau there on the stop. Here comes 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Here comes the Eagles punt team, as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. That's going to be out of bounds, no return, and the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys, their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air, and with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. In motion, Lamb. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
I'm thinking, Mike, they might have had a little tendency on him or been tipped off pre-snap, because it seemed to me like that defense was just ready and waiting for the jet sweep. There wasn't a whole lot he could do. He takes the loss.
Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
Those simple routes over the middle, Mike, well, to the quarterback, they're not always so simple. I'll tell you why. There's a lot of bodies in the middle of the field. There's a lot of traffic. Those windows are hard to navigate the ball through safely. So what happens? Well, you saw it there. It's a prime area for throws to be intercepted.
The Eagles' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start really in field goal territory already, but they're looking for more. Offense got it 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
Man in motion is Brown. To throw on second down is Hurts. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over. Now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
Here's Hurts.
1st and goal. The quarterback thinks he's got a shot to take this one in himself. I think he's just a little late in his reaction and decision to turn into a runner. Defense has just enough time to get there. They stop him short of the end zone. 2nd and goal.
The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. To throw is Hurts. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now Hurts going to call his own number. And he will take it in himself. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The dual threat of the quarterback. When you have one that can run, why not use him, especially down here, Greg? And they punch it in for the touchdown.
There's nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than down here near the goal line when he can call his own number. And in this case, that's exactly what he does, and he's able to take it in himself.
Now Hurts and the Eagles will try the 2-point conversion. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
So you give up a touchdown on defense. The question is, how are you going to respond on the 2-point try? Well, respond did they ever? Big difference giving up 8 than there is giving up 6.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This taken around the 11. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. To throw is Dak. There's Ferguson, the tight end. And he's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. Second and a yard. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. Throwing is Prescott. That's to the right side and incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, and a wasted down.
Here's 3rd and 2. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. Moving this to the 36-yard line will give them enough. Chains will move. It's a 1st down.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
1st and 10 now from the 36. They'll stick with him again. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. Prescott now. And that's a veteran quarterback doing what veterans do. Don't take the extra hit. Got the 1st down, get down. The drive continues.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on 3rd down. His eyes are downfield, nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the 1st down, and then to protect himself with the slide, well done.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. That is caught. What a throw. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Now, Aubrey for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Cowboys will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This fielded at about the 9. Oh, he's got room past the 30. The home team's offense ready to take over once again. Things not looking good. But see if they can get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Now, Hurts. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
A second down throw for Hurts. He'll tuck it and take off. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
On first down, it's Hurts. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Dotson, the man in motion. On 2nd down, Hurts. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And this is taken in by the defense. The quarterback was on the move, starting to gain some yards, but then he lost the ball. And the fumble's recovered by the defense.
And early on, Mike, it was actually a really good job by the quarterback, extending that play, getting some positive yards with his legs, but he decided not to slide and give himself up. He takes that hit, loses the ball, and now the defense takes over.
The visitors' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. Set to go now on 1st and 10. This drive will start on the ground. And a minimal gain here, only to about the 31. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll go with Williams. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. And that is incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
On 4th down, the veteran Brian Anger on to punt for Dallas. To return is Williams. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Hurts working in the pistol. On a throw here, right side, falls incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
For the most part, he's been very active accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big third down pickup for a first down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Dotson, the man in motion. To the air again. Hurts. That's complete to Smith. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Hurts again. The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. The Cowboys have it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it and which team does a better job taking it away.
The visitors' offense getting set to get back to work. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Williams. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play, but in the end, they come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Philadelphia, good night.